Good morning, Vietnam and the Philippines, plus Puerto Rico and everyone else. This video is going to be extremely conversational because 2020 has been something else. And for me personally, the energy over the last 20 hours has been as intense as I can remember. Segue, Lifeboat Foundation, strange objects found at the galactic center are like nothing else in the Milky Way. Disney, Colts, Fox from 20th Century Fox and rebrand. LOL, what the fuck? Oh yeah, they'll probably be cussing in this. Because when shit is fucked up, there's no other word to describe. Like, don't they just own it and call it Disney? Oh man, corporate times are weird, especially post 2008 and post 1999 and a post 1971 when they depegged the dollar from gold. So the energy has been super intense for me the last 20 hours. And that was just after the fact that Super Susan had saved my day. And so, hey, man, like I physically felt the energy when I went for a walk last night, like in my right side of my body, down my legs, arms, hands. I was like, what's going on here? And it was just very odd, unlike anything I'd experienced before. And so the energy's been wild. And can I just say, as a man, in the last 2 or 3 years that have been wild, I mentioned before that, I don't know, last lady I made out with, it was weird. And so after that, 2 years ago, I'm putting it in a bad way, I guess. Right after the energy, I was like, what can I do now? I got a lot of energy after this. I was like, okay, dude, I'll go work out with the Houston Texans cheerleaders. And I did. And during this time, where there were like, I don't know, 100 of Houston, Texas's most athletic, smartest, best cheerleaders around. Very cute, too. They smell good. And during that day, my high kicks were legendary as far as comedy goes. Even John Belushi and Chris Farley would have been proud. So that was a great day. Anywho, but, I've mentioned that I believe beautiful women always make the world go around. A lot of the $23 trillion national debt and the Dow Jones getting to 30,000 so fast is because it is proposed that diamonds are a girl's best friend. I think it would be Jesus and love, God, and maybe crayons and animals, and hopefully good friends. What was I talking about? Crazy shit, probably. So I just want to say to everybody, I'm grateful. I'm very blessed and lucky. And I get frustrated sometimes, and I apologize for the times I've been frustrated. Maybe said some things that hurt people's feelings. I gotta admit, sometimes I get really frustrated with the super rich people or the rich people. Because I think the average person or the person under $1 million or $1 billion's doing a pretty good job. They're doing the best they can with what they got. And we're holding up the fort. But I know that times are complicated, and the underworld is more dysfunctional than the public world. William Churchill drawing up a good picture of this storm. Because, here's the transition of events, because it's important, I guess. It's all about perspective. So right after on the 16th, I found that I had negative $54. But I was super happy that whole day. And literally, in the middle of the last video I made, someone had sent me a contribution, Susan, super thank you, that pulled me out of the red and into the black again. And so when I finished the video, my phone was on mute. I looked at it and I was like, oh, wow, that's so awesome. But I was in an awesome mood all day because I'd kind of mapped out October 26th through the Pluto conjunction to the 15th. And then I knew after that, like, it would be whatever. So I wasn't surprised, but you guys always have taken care of me when I need it the most. And that I super appreciate. Like, my life is like a reality TV show, game show where I'm planetary defense commander. Energetically, astrally, real worldly, internetally, to the best of my abilities. And we all are in some capacity. We're all part of Space Force. That's why I don't want to politicize Asteroid Fight Club ever. Like, we all make the world a better place. We all work together to keep civilization standing. And the generations before us are passing along a very big buck. But we're doing better than we realize, I think. I was talking about, so I was in a great mood, even up to the point where I thought I had no money or nothing to know where the next pack of cigarettes was really coming from. Because at the end of the day, I've given up everything, right? And stayed in this stupid ass foxhole to say, good morning, Vietnam, to you guys almost every single day to get us to the smooth part of the grand transition where everything will get better and we can all work together to improve all things. So I've given up pretty much everything just so I can make videos and bring you guys the truth. And so, like, the one thing is, like, yeah, dude, at this point in the world with everything so shaky, like, I go without eating before I go without cigarettes. I'm 48 years old. I've tried to give up cigarettes 3 times, make it 4 months, punch a bunch of holes in the wall, turn into a monster. It's just, maybe I'll die of a heart attack or die being broke, but I just don't know how to give up cigarettes, man. That's how it is. And I'm telling you this from the foxhole. Like, after we've had this major, massive, new record-breaking storm, and so after, I was really happy. But then I was working on the Venus video, and the hackers shut that down. And then a little while later, the energy hit with that storm. And so it just feels like all my atoms were getting shot with a bunch of different CERN rays. It was very uncomfortable. And it peaked the exact time the storm peaked. So I definitely think there's exterior energy happening, or interior energy from our planet that is affecting us all. We ride the waves, man. And this is a volcano earthquake signal, although it only hits anywhere from 33 to 25% of the time. When we see the black temperature / dryness mark on the map, and so I have been extremely concerned at super high levels for Puerto Rico, and technically a lot of people on Earth, Australians, Philippines, West Coast, because it's clear we don't have any type of a natural disaster plan we are clinging on to the old system with both hands, and no one is ever allowed to talk about actual improvements or making tactical plans for the future. But we're getting, it's a giant transition year. This is like it. We're in the game for real. We're 18 days in. And so I guess the most part it's been about stabilizing the super shit show clusterfuck end of, the 2 months that I'd like let us hold up to all year was October and then December. And so I think on that level, although I got 2 hurricane intensities wrong, over all the months, whereas wowzers, if not more than I thought they'd be. Even December, surprised me on the levels of just how we were having like a year's worth of problems every single day as things continue to get exponential. But I've definitely felt the energy of the wildness of like the stories where you don't have like weirdest, wildest stories ever coming out now. Now it's slowed back down. As soon as it slowed down, they're like, all right, now we'll restart the impeachment. And I've never believed they were ever going to take him out of office. And I've said that since he got in office. And so, if the Democrats really thought they had a shot at him getting removed from office, they would have kickstarted the process. They wouldn't have taken a month break to be like, all right, now we're ready to restart this bitch. You know what I'm saying? So that's been my thing, dude. I just bring you guys the truth. And I am pretty dang smart, pretty dang wise, pretty dang cool. And that, up until I lost my car a year ago, I spent a lot of time out in the real world talking to a lot of real people, doing a lot of real things. And so, I just don't get. A lot of people believe the bullshit, but we know it's bullshit, dude. Like at the core of your heart, you gotta know we're dealing with a lot of bullshitty shit, trying to get past it and figure out a way to do it smoothly. Anyway, this is the Schumann resonance, and I'll tell you, I don't really know exactly what the Schumann resonance is, but I do know the times that it makes major marks. Either something happens around, or I feel like I'm like, what were my emotions during the time? And so, that was the 20 hours where it was like, what the heck? I mean, although there was more here. And so I just want to express again how grateful I am. Not only Susan, Mona, Lynn, George, and there's all y'all. At times now I worry, like, you guys are going to get in trouble for even supporting me in any way. Let's hope it doesn't get that weird, but we're on a pretty weird edge, man. Yeah, and I think on many levels, energetically, emotionally, governmentally, economically, technology, we're in uncharted territory. And that, technically this is new under the sun for planet Earth. But Nathan the Nerd's talking about it's 12:45 a.m. I'm tired. But wait, am I dreaming? No. This is King Arthur being in January Category 1. It's still trending. I seem to be good at predicting these disturbances, so it might happen. Also, notice the feature in the Eastern Pacific as well. 2016 had Alex in January. So we went from Alexander the Great in 2016 to, which is a warning of 2017, to now King Arthur in January. So we're going to keep our eye on it. That's what we do. Asteroid Fight Club, you guys are amazing. Technically, we're amazing. So I'm just being extremely conversational with you guys, y'all, on this Saturday morning, late, because we're 18 days into the year, and on the 17th, I was super happy, like happier than I've been in a while, just all day for no reason, even though I only had negative $54 in my bank account. I had no idea what would happen next. And then the next day, after it was like, hey, I'm happy, and I actually walked almost 5 miles, and then I was like, oh my God, this energy's horrible. And now we're here because the energy broke at the time that storm did. Everybody loves scorpions. Moon in Scorpio for the next couple of days draws attention to the hidden and mysterious facets of your life. Getting to the core of an emotional matter will likely be a priority. That's what we're doing here, kids. We're getting to the core of an emotional matter. And so lately, last week or so, as you guys know, sometimes to draw my inspirational energy out, I will look to comedy. And so, last week I've been watching interviews with Eddie Murphy and Dave Chappelle. I think they've handled fame as well as anyone. And at times, when they had choice between the money and the smart thing, they chose the smart thing. And it's no surprise, two of the coolest, funniest Asteroid Fight Clubist alpha males out there, alpha omega males, if you will, we're like, all right, dude, for part of the last decade, we're just going to disappear off the map for a couple of years because they're going to character assassinate, or drop on the media negative shit we collected on people all the alpha males. We're going to get rid of them. There will be no heroes. They dismantled all of our heroes. And so, definitely think it's been a good sign that Eddie and Dave have resurfaced. I'm worried about the ladies. Why is it always snakes and pyramids, man? Turn that pyramid upside down. You know it's under a pyramid, right? Another pyramid inverted. She's a powerful Jedi, bro. Is she an agent? A double agent? A triple agent? Is she like Snape? But with way better lips. This is awesome. Man, this is the spirit, you know? Look, dude, I always respect another individual's right to believe whatever they want to believe. And I'm like arguing with those people's belief because people have their beliefs. I have my beliefs. And that's what free will is about. But as a Norse Jedi Christian, anytime I see Jesus on the cross, I'm like, can we please take Jesus off the cross, dude? Like, that's... I respect the fact that he died for our sins. I respect the fact that nailed to the cross, stabbed, being cursed, he forgave everyone. He's my superhero. But can we please take him off the cross? I mean, I remember the fact that, yeah, he died on the cross for kicking over the money changers' tables. I just don't like seeing him on the cross. You know? It's my whole thing. The crucifix is weird me out. Scorpio season, we're all fired up and they're all lined up. And the whole carbon tax. Like, technically, to me, over the last 2 years, it's like weather has turned into the abortion debate. And that makes me very sad. Although I'm not sad, it just annoys me. Kind of like seeing Jesus on a cross or turning weather into an abortion debate where it's political and no actual good conversation. Except for those of us who are really good and really love weather. You know, it's annoying and frustrating. But yeah, look at these, dude. To think that like carbon, like these are like you're seeing the same alien symbols, same ancient symbols, same Mayan, Aztec, Egyptian. Like we're seeing these symbols have been repeated Quetzalcoatl throughout time. So clearly the outer planets and there are many factors in effect here. So to just say it's all carbon is dumb. Or just say it's all mini ice age is dumb. Life is way more complicated than bumper stickers, bros. So yeah, a lot of times it feels like I'm just waiting for people to catch up. Look what I did here. So I drew a straight line between Puerto Rico, where we're having all the earthquakes, and the Philippines. Ley lines, that's an issue. But longitude line, like that's because if the planet's not round, bro. It's an oblate spheroid. And so it's weird. Overall society, you know, I say it's a lot of underworld shit, and we don't know a lot. But the fact that they always show us Earth is round, even though it's an oblate spheroid where it supposedly bulges in the middle, which makes some sense. So you're getting what would be activity along the oblate spheroid top line, if you know what I'm talking about. But it's just all weird. When it was like, you got to take science verbatim, and science is literally showing you Earth is totally hydrostatically equilibrium, perfectly round when it's not. Supposedly, we've been told that you would have the water bulge in the middle, the belly of Earth, if you will. It's all weird. But I prefer to be like, it's all weird. We don't know. We might have been lied to about a lot of shit with a sense of humor than to just be angry. Because I'm Sagittarius. I can't stay angry very long because it seems like a waste of time, waste of emotion. Okay. But yeah, so there's the Philippines volcano. Look at that. I did that. That's cool, right? That's pretty sciencey. That's a neat. And definitely we need to be watching. So we're watching the tears on the globe, if I'm right, and the core is growing and it's popping out like bubbles, but the ring of fire is like the back of the Earth for a rocket ship. I'm being conversational. I'm trying to make you feel at ease, but inform me at the same time and let you know how I'm feeling as your planetary defense commander 18 days into this year that's just going to get 2020-er. Yeah, dude, so the Avengers Fantastic Four Marvel Empire is doing episode zeros. That's cool. I've been working on that Venus video for a while now. I started a regular video, but now it has a part 0. Because I went back and was like, oh my God, I've done so many videos on Venus. A lot of shit's really good. Anyway, so it's neat that Marvel's doing a Thor thing. Though they may have done episode zeros before. Maybe that's where I got it. Who knows? See, Thor has that pyramid inverted down that I'm talking about. Where like the 300, the Silicon 6, and the 13 are like that pyramid. And then the people are this pyramid. What do they call it? The Merkaba? And we're supposed to be Merkaba-ing better. It's like a dance. You know? Sometimes that's what I think the richest people fear the public more than the public fears the rich. Although nobody fears that more than... I was going to make a Frankenstein joke, but I decided not to. Crap, AK gave me advice. Did I take it? Because I'm a Sagittarius, Capricorn, Gemini. You're also in a bit of a hot mood. True. But you're smart enough to go off and do your own thing and not bother people. And today I laid low. I haven't put up a video in like 25 hours. It's like only taken off 2 days in like the last month of video making. And I was still working on videos though. Go off and do your own thing, not bother people. This is why we all love you. You're easy, full, enough, happy. Yeah, but the energy was weird. And still working through romantic entanglements, even though I haven't kissed anybody in 2 years. Capricorn, oh Lord, if you don't want to destroy it, don't speak on it, period. I tried not to. Like I said, I don't know, dude. I've been having a lot of weird romantic entanglements with famous internet ladies. But it's all digital, so none of it's real. Talkin, and that's over the 2 years. The one chick I made out with 2 years ago is totally real. Yeah, absolutely. I want to say cunnilingus twice, but I don't offend anybody. And it's just a random that word that has nothing to do with anything. Some of the 11 S&P all-time highs, this is obscene. Comcast, Alphabet, Live Nation, Hilton, Nike, Estee Lauder, Hormel, Kimberly-Clark, Coke, Monster Bev, Pepsi, Allstate, Berkshire, MX, Moody's, NASDAQ, S&P Global, J&J, Medtronic, Zoetis, Honeywell, Eaton, Dover, Bendover, Eaton, KSU, Lockheed, Raytheon, Microsoft, Adobe, AMD, Visa. So, though the deep state may be on the run, tongue in cheek, all the corporations are doing fucking fantastic. At least on their stock prices and profits. Yeah. Also, the Federal Reserve has been spending a whole lot of money with banks and stuff and corporations since October 11th. And the S&P is up 12.4%. Or is it rising? Annualized 55% rate. Remind me again why it's not quantitative easing. So it's just like, it is freaking weird, man. And I know, but like I said, I'm never selling out the super rich, the underworld, or the public, because everybody's got to work together. It all fucking breaks. You know, we get the hyperinflation hockey sticks, and then there's no turning back. And so I get frustrated at times. I mean, I get frustrated with the public because they're like, we believe all the bullshit the fucking media is selling us because it's fun to get mad at the other half of the world. It's kind of like in the early 2000s whenever it was like, when the big Christian megachurch uprising was, and it was like, if you're not part of this religion, you're either with us or against us. It's Christians versus Muslims versus Jews. Like, that whole triangle fight that's been going on for 2,000 years. Like, dude, like, we can make it work. We're all, like, basic ideals of mankind. And we can all believe in our invisible gods in our own ways. So don't. While we were getting the pirates stealing all of our resources and then creating an overabundance, which like crashes it all. Anyway, I was talking about. I hope I've been eloquent. But I'm just saying, like, you get frustrated with the public because they're like, we'll believe whatever shit and then hate everybody and let the narrative machine just guide whatever and buy whatever bullshit. And the rich are like not doing a whole lot to help out as far as we know. I mean, you got the Philippines, you got a major volcano. We could get much worse. You got Puerto Rico, we definitely get a major earthquake there. I mean, there's Australia's totally on fire. Like we are, it is exponentially stepping up. And that just giving a carbon tax and waiting for a 2020 vote to make some major, like we're taking a step forward seems, I don't know the word. And so, I don't know, like I said, the astrology says that the greed push will probably continue anywhere for 9 more months. That the supporting the absolute holding on to the old ways may exist for up to 9 more months. And I'm frustrated. I always like us to do better faster. Although I push us pretty fast already. But, you know. What was it talking about? Yeah, just I can't, not selling on anybody. This is definitely an "are you fucking kidding me" kind of a day. That's what she said. And Rothschild just tried turning up the volume on my coffee to make it hotter. If we can make a smooth transition to a better world of peace and prosperity, it was all worth it. Oh, hey, look, the markets are up 11% since the bogus impeachment hearings have begun. The sham scam. And so it's like, yes, the entire public is being distracted with politics because they're using psychology, left brain, right brain against everyone. And during that time, they're filling their coffers, which are already overfilled compared to what the public has, which is like 7.9 billion 800,000 people. You know, we're talking about, I don't know. So I'm just, 2020 is as interesting as I thought it would be. And I'm doing what I do because that's what I do. That's all I know how to do. So if I get killed bringing y'all the truth, well, hell yeah, I'm a superhero. And I did my best to move the ball forward. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to survive. I'm pretty sure eventually things are going to get better. And that way, maybe we've already gone through the period of tribulation. That freaks people out because they get addicted to their doom and fear and like, now everything's just going to get shittier. But that's not how I roll. That's not how Cranky rolls either. There are good people who know how to roll well and are really talented and smart. So watch this dance, baby. Everybody stay cool and just kind of calming down from the 20 hours because that was some intense stuff. It's been an intense 18 days, man. But I appreciate you. I love you. I'm glad everybody's out there listening. I'm doing what I can to stay cool and just seriously thank you to everybody that, like, I've given my everything to get us to a better place to do this. And thank you for saving my ass every single time. Between Jesus Christ and Asteroid Fight Club, I'm a lucky guy, man. I'm a lucky guy. So I'm sending hugs and love and hope your way. Because it's getting wilder, but we're still staying in the fight. And we're still keeping it together. That kind of looks like a face. Crap. I was talking, but wasn't recording. I don't even know the last thing I said. Damn, I was talking, but not recording. I don't remember the last thing I said. Did I just repeat that? But yeah, so not only do we have that monster mammoth storm on the other side, we have this thing. Another point that I was trying to make, if you draw a straight line from here to the Philippines, it's like a lava tube. magma thing, is my guess. But look at that thing, dude. Yeah. So, I don't know. Choose your poison or your salvation. If you think that we're all doomed and the government's all selling us out, or it's all just going to fall apart, go ahead. But if you believe, like me, that Act 3, we're going to get our shit together and we're going to save the day, make the world a much better place, and adapt to the changes that are going on our planet and our solar system, and improve the family, then that's what I believe too. So I love you, and stay cool, and definitely enjoy every single moment and minute you can of life, because it is a mystery that no one can fully explain. Life, death, dreams, or other. And definitely add more romance and comedy to all things. Be kind when you can. I am your planetary defense commander, Star-Lord, New Thor 7, the T. And I love thee. Kick ass. God bless everyone.